Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well and teach truth. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful Lekakim. One really quick touch on the marauding party aspect of the destruction that the Most High is ushering in. As we know, it's multifaceted, and each one of these events that's outlined in the scriptures is likened into a great apocalyptic destruction. Okay, each component of the destruction that the Most High is about to bring. All right. For example, you got the animals, all the scriptures in reference to the animals and the end times, how much shit they're gonna fuck up, could cause the destruction alone. You know, each by themselves, each one of these different things that the Most High outlined, right? Uh, for example, the animals, he said, the teeth of wild beasts changing their places, newly created creatures. You got the Leviathan, a whole family of Leviathan. All right, the great feast that the birds have been promised from the Most High. All right, that could wipe shit out alone. And then you have, for example, uh, the natural disasters. Okay, that alone can wipe shit out. They talk about ELEs, extinction level events. Okay, and most of those are in reference to fucking natural disasters. See, the flood was an ELE. All right, but you have tsunamis, um, different extreme weather conditions. All right, hurricanes, fucking tornadoes. Um, all right, that alone is enough, and has in the past fucked shit up royally. All right, then what else? You have pestilence. All right, diseases. That's definitely enough to get the job done. And then you have purge style um, happenings, man. For lack of a better term, you're gonna have um, fucking a complete free for all battle royale of every man for himself, so to speak, of motherfuckers seeking to kill each other at all times. All right, you see, and in that is motherfuckers looting. All right, he's gonna put the Most High. He's gonna put a vicious, savage spirit on the inhabitants of the earth. All right, it's gonna be people hunting each other down in the streets. Okay, like you see in the road, they have those different marauding parties. Um, and what they liken it to, because I looked it up in the fucking plot summary for the synopsis for the movie. It goes into how they were. It says verbatim that they were gangs, um, savage gangs of you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Let me get it. We gotta get out of these fucking bodies, man. Can't remember simple shit. It says savage gangs. Hmm. Savage. Okay, Slovakia. Roving gangs of savage humans. All right. Roving gangs of savage humans. All right. That's what the Most High is going to put the spirit on the inhabitants of the earth. Um, the heathen and the 2/3, because the elect is going to be preserved from that. They're not going to be out doing dirt like that. Okay, and just putting people to death without cause, without the purpose of defense. All right, because the Most High is going to have. Don't get it twisted that the Most High is not going to have his men the one third and members of the one third, and then the 144,000 to put people down in that day in defense. Okay, but ultimately, the Most High is putting us about to put a spirit on the inhabitants of the earth to fucking a savage, bloodthirsty, um, fucking evil, wicked spirit on these people to kill each other, man. All right, we read it time and time again how these cities are going to be wasted and without inhabitant. That these lands are going to be desolate of men, and that's even before the missiles hit. Okay, and even before or simultaneous to World War III. Okay, because when you have fucking famine and, like we said, the love of many waxing cold, then you're gonna just see a fucking bloodbath out here in the not only in the streets of America but across the entire globe. All right, it's not only gonna just be for the lack of resources, for the lack of bread, but for the purpose of killing one another, a purge type um, event that's gonna befall this place, man. What do you think race war is? See, it talks about realm against realm, city against city. See, and in that, people are gonna be fucking raiding and robbing all your shit. They're gonna be looting you. So it's not just for that bloodlust, but it's to fucking to raid all the shit that you got. All right, that's gonna be a huge occurrence in that day. We already see it going down on a high level here in the streets of these liberal states, in the streets of the cities in these liberal states in America. Okay, because they lowered the sentences for burglary and other type crimes. These motherfuckers are just gonna turn up in the way of B and E's. All right, fucking robberies, fucking battery. Okay, so-called assault and all that shit. And they're gonna graduate, so these people are gonna start putting people to death in the streets of America and extended, man. See? It's in Zechariah 14:2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Okay, this is the chapter, just a few verses after Zechariah 13:8, that goes into about two-thirds being cut off and die, and the third part being kept uh, um, and refined. Okay, and even the biblical scholars will tell you that this is in reference, this chapter, to the coming of what they say ignorantly call Christ. So this is a future prophecy, man. All right. And even if, when you look at the different scriptures in um, Hosea and where is this one that talks about the whiteness of teeth? All right. Or when it, for example, like when it says in the scriptures, flee to the wilderness, and you see Jerusalem compassed with armies. Even if it occurred already, it's written for our learning. All right. And there's no new thing under the sun. You're People are in complete fucking ignorance to not think that history straight up fucking repeats itself. Okay, where is that? Whiteness of teeth. It's in Amos. Okay, yeah. That's in Amos, Slovakia, for things that happen, but this shit's gonna happen again, man. All right, but this one is in reference to future prophecy, man. These houses are gonna be rifled. See, this is rifle in the blue letter. It goes to plunder or spoil. Okay, to plunder, it goes into fucking a violent theft. Okay, jack your shit and put you to death. Um, in the process, you see, and that's exactly what a marauder means, to maraud. So these houses are getting rifled. Fucking um, all these different so-called residences and shit are some of the first things that are gonna get raided. All right, motherfuckers are gonna go door to door, and they're gonna loot the shit out of whatever goods are in there and put the people to death. All right, and then they're gonna have their way with your queen. You see, all right, that's the times we're coming into. When you look, for example, in that movie, The Road, those marauding parties were seeking to putting people to death, and then he was over here trying to snack off on victims, man. Okay, so just like it said, the woman ravished. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of that going on in that day, man. Taking taking names, taking a man taking what the fuck he wants in that day, like Apostle Gabar says, their pound of flesh. Okay, did it not say roving gangs of savage humans? This word marauder means a rover in quest of booty or plunder. Okay, and a rover meaning they comb certain areas, whatever area that they find themselves in, and they comb it for to fucking extract anything valuable from that area and anybody in that area. Okay, let's see Marauders definition: a person who marauds, a raider. Okay, a raider is a person who attacks an enemy in an enemy's territory. Okay, so it's not just looting and fucking plundering. It actually goes into um, bringing that violence to a motherfucker, man. All right, to attacking, because a lot of times it results in death. If a marauder fucking runs up on you, especially in that day, and you're not the man of the Lord, he's most likely gonna either put you down or fucking keep you around to continue to extract something valuable from you, whether it might be a warm hole, if you catch my drift, or fucking for your flesh, for your actual sustenance, in a way of cannibalism, man. See, it says, let me get this because it said it used this word. Let's just see Maraud first. Broad definition. Roam in search of things to steal or people to attack. There you go. There you go, man. That's exactly what's going to be going down out here. See, talk about people's life hanging in doubt. It's going to be a miracle for a motherfucker to make it through a day in this time, huh? Because when you see somebody that's not in your party, that's not in your that's not in your group, okay, it's going to be on site, okay, it's going to be on fucking site for pretty much all the people of the world, man, on some purge style shit on steroids. See, when you go into that word rifle, this is in Second Edge 16 and 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. Okay, so you're gonna have groups of marauders. Okay, you're gonna have savage gangs. What do they say? Roving gangs of savage humans, savage motherfuckers that are roaming the area near you. See, they're gonna have these shits on lock, like when you see in these post-apocalyptic movies. The other motherfuckers um, who weren't marauding and just other weak people in society, they had to pretty much duck out. Like it talks about hiding in the thick groves and shit. They pretty much, like it says, had to flee to the wilderness. You see, because these marauders are gonna have these cities, all right, and pretty much all these areas on lock. All right, I'm finishing off. This is in Amos 5 and 18, and I got this because that judgment, the judgment that the Most High has prepared, that's prophesied of these of motherfuckers seeking to kill one another in that day. These marauders, all right, is going to be likened into something that's inescapable. All right, you have all these different multi facets of judgment that the Most High is bringing, and it's spelled out perfectly in this scripture right here. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?" See? So the day of the Most High is going to be as if you escaped one judgment and were met with another. And then you escaped that other judgment and were met with another. See? Escaping both those prior judgments. Okay? When you have people seeking your life on a constant basis. Pretty much everyone out here, it's gonna seem inescapable. Okay, and then an aspect, it is gonna be inescapable. All right, because the ones the Most High has intended to destroy are not going to be able to wiggle or weasel out of the judgment that He has prepared for them. Okay, all right. So that's going to be an extremely crucial time on the earth. All right, that these fucking people don't realize. And then you have the majority of these motherfuckers are ready to go, especially Esau, Edom. All right, they got toys and fucking equipment that they've been itching to put to use. So the Most High has it all prepared. Okay, the Most High has it set up beautifully to give this place nothing but critical strikes to destroy this fucking joint, man. He's got the destruction sewn up on all levels and aspects. Okay, so to guarantee that this place goes out, all right, this system, this regime, this Esau's world, all right. So with that, all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High, how about Shem Shai, about Shem Rakakadash.